Yeah. Just said she's like interview. You can hear us at home, Chip. We're live. Great.
Well, this is what I left behind.
Oh,
Crystal clear.
wow.
Yes, that was,
Oh, my gosh.
this is about 5 minutes from my house.
Wow.
Walk.
Of 17. Rick had got forwarded an email from Matt Grace with the pictures of the different designs of possibility for.
I remember Rick discussing.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And I thought they determined they just go back with what was there, the brick.
Yeah, there are different kind of bricks, if I
The
remember
brick
correctly.
and I know
I think Rick
you
did mention that.
you
yeah.
mentioned the different stone, but I think that the discussion came down that he just said he was gonna go and have them do it with the brick, like it was.
That's fine, too.
Okay,
But-
that's fine also.
I just
mean,
want to get a sign there.
But
Yeah.
nothing happened after that, just kind of stalled after that, so.
Yeah, I'm just not sure, was it covered under insurance, or did we have money budgeted for that? I don't
I
recall.
think I don't know, but I would imagine it would be insured.
I'm going to check it out tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see.
And one other thing real quick, Village Hall steps, at last meeting, I thought we only had 2 quotes, but we had 3 for engineering. One from Labella, one from GPI, and one from Wendell. So there were 3, and Labella was by far the lowest at 5,400, and Wendell at 85, and GPI at 20,000. So these are some,
And after the executive tonight, there is another option. Let's see.
okay. That's all, thank you.
Very welcome. And now we're going to hiring of James Sidota. I just thought that Mr. Sidota is doing an excellent job in helping us go through this transition period. And I saw him this morning. I asked him if he's willing to stay another week, and he's very much willing to do so. I didn't discuss any more specifics, but he's doing an excellent job. He finished pretty much going over the budget. He sees some small issues that he's going to bring to your attention soon.
Sorry.
Okay.
Do we need to have a contract or anything with them, or any kind of, Jim Sedota?
No, we really wouldn't. You can if you want to. The resolution, the last resolution was a flat figure, and it was a very specific task. If you want to do something more expansive, we can cover it in the resolution, keep things simple, or you could have a
The
contract.
only thing I was thinking about is we're talking about you. You just came in the right time. We need to file the state report by the end of this month. I mean, we can, you told me that we can get an extension for that. But is this something that you would be willing to tackle? Possible? Okay, because this is something we need to do. What do you think?
Yes. I'm not gonna promise it'll be done by the end of the month,
I understand, of
but
course.
we'll get the extension.
Yes,
We don't
yes,
have another 30 days.
Okay.
okay. How do we get the extension?
We'll call them, have to call.
Can you call us? Somebody?
Well, probably gonna be you.
Okay.
Well, I'll get the number, find
Or
out.
if
who
you
to
can
talk
get me
to.
the number and the person I should
Yeah.
talk to, yes, I'd be happy to.
Jim, would you prefer just like a verbal agreement, or do we need to do anything in writing to spirit something simple, an agreement for your employment?
Mhm. Well, once we negotiate something. Yeah, I'm sure we can.
I guess whatever you feel. I mean, if you're okay with a verbal, or you need something in writing that specifically outlines what your tasks are and the compensation.
Well, I think there should be some understanding, excuse me, trying to catch my breath, climb the stairs. Yeah, I mean, I can do the annual report. There are some couple of other reports that probably, well, I don't know, I can be involved, but, well, like, for example, the CHIPS report,
Mhm.
that's supposed to be out. Last year, it was filed at the end of the month, the end of August. By the way, we did get a check in December, and it was put into the capital fund. So,
Okay.
But it was
that was for last fiscal year.
last year, yes, I mean this year. But last year was in the budget,
Yeah.
yes.
year-
This year is
was
not.
This year wasn't in the budget.
Well, it goes in the capital fund, and you can always amend the budget. So it's not, especially when it's on the revenue side, you know. But it's for a reimbursement of expenditures, so, well, one of the things that I would do in order to finish the annual report is I have to go through the capital fund.
Okay,
I used to do that, you know, at the end of the year. But everything has been posted, so Lori tells me, so it's just a matter of tracking,
yes.
matching the revenues to the expenditures that were paid out of the capital fund. And so then we'll have a better idea of just what's in there and what isn't, Jim, but.
On the expenditures on the CHIPS funding, does that roll over from year to year if it's not used?
It can.
I mean, how
I can
far
roll it
back?
over for 1 year.
For 1 year.
My understanding.
Because, I mean, so if we're only spending 100,000 and we have 300,000 there, and you do that for 2 years, you end up losing a couple 100,000. It seems like we have roads that need repair. So, I mean, I think that needs to be addressed,
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
Did you find out that we did not utilize a large amount? Or is this just an example that couldn't happen here?
Well, the amount you received in December was for reimbursement for prior expenditures. I don't know, I think it's listed how much you're supposed to receive.
Right.
I can go to the state controller's website and find out, because they list all the communities. I don't know what it is.
Well, this is the thing, according to that number is $170,000.
$177,000.
Yes. However, when I contacted the governor's office and they looked into it, they said that the village has close to $300,000 available.
Oh,
Mhm.
And I have no idea how to, I mean, what
Okay.
exactly that means. How
well,
do we get
apparently
it?
we had received more money, or we were eligible to receive more money in the past, but hadn't expended it.
Mhm.
So now, how much of that is available, I don't know, but it would be worth,
Well, if
we should
if
call.
if the department didn't know it was available, so they weren't looking into that type of expenditure, that type of work, because they didn't know what's available, how would they even consider doing it if they didn't know it was there, is what I'm saying. So, I think this is something we have to have ahead of time, you need to know it in your budget, so that the department itself, the department head, can appropriately schedule his work
Yeah, and
and take
that,
full advantage of it.
and
is
that
what I'm
money
saying.
is mainly for capital improvements, for blacktopping the roads.
Correct.
Yes.
Major items, not for just, oil and stone or.
No, it's not oil and stone or just like cold patch, but it is for major, but certainly we have enough streets that need some even major construction. That even if it's a portion of a street, they could certainly use every bit of that funding. Like I said, if it's unknown how much is available and the department head doesn't recognize that, then
Well,
Won't get done.
usually they deal directly with the department head. The department head signs, the superintendent of highways, he's the one that signs the request for reimbursement. I can't sign it, or the treasurer couldn't sign it, Rick can't sign it. I mean, we can help put numbers together, but he has to, so there's always been direct contact with them in the past, and I don't know, that's something that your highway superintendent should have a handle on.
right,
And-
you would think so.
Yeah, well,
Well, Jim, if you find out that we have a large amount, I think Central Avenue could probably be one of the main thoroughfares that's in
well,
bad shape.
then I think it's up to the board to sit down with the
Street.
department heads and come up with a program
Mhm.
with some cost estimates. Because that includes labor and material. So, but we can make a call.
Just,
tomorrow.
if it's so much money available to us, I really don't think we should, sit idle and do nothing. That was my problem from before. And I did tell Perry that there is this money available. He just said, I don't know anything about it. So I have.
Well, I understand the secretary was working on it.
Well, the secretary is out now because
Yeah.
she had surgery. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, we can look into it tomorrow. I'll be in tomorrow.
Okay, right, that sounds good. Right. By the way, thank you very much.
Well,
Thank you very
I
much.
do have a report of the bills that were approved and were paid. Jim is the claims auditor.
Mhm.
So what I did, and I'll hand it out after, I only have one copy, so I didn't have time to make copies for everybody, but it does verify the purpose of it's a budget versus actual. It
And you want-
verifies,
let's talk about that at the actual meeting, so we have
Yeah, okay.
a record of it. Yeah, great, thank you. So we'll go to review resolutions. We have the appointment of John Weiss as registrar. The state asked us very quickly to have a new registrar, so John Weiss is the clerk, as you know, in the front. So I thought he was the deputy registrar up to now, so he's a registrar now. We appoint Michelle Kowava as deputy registrar. We have the possible appointment of public works supervisor. We have the training request for Michael Woodward to attend the grade 3 technical module course. A training request of Michael Woodward to attend the grade 4 management course. Then the appointment of water treatment plant operator trainee, possible. Of compensation to Laurie Richardson, I would like to talk about this at the executive session. Is that right? Yeah? To talk about it. Okay. And then the amendment to the resolution. Last week, we passed a resolution for the Ted Sharon's project, and apparently one of the words was wrong. So we have a new resolution this time to amend that. And this is where we are. Now, I don't know why the executive is not written down, but
I can come up with something here.
please do.
Yeah, I'd like to enter into executive session to discuss the employment or possible employment of certain individuals.
I'll second it.
Trustee Barnes? Trustee Christina?
Yes.
Trustee Linden?
Aye.
Trustee Briggs?
Yes.
Trustee Essek?
Yes.
All right. Good evening. I call this special meeting to order. At a special meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia duly called and held on the 20th day of August 2018 at 7 p.m. in the Trustees' Room, second floor, Village Hall, Fredonia, New York, and public notice of the time and place of this meeting has been given to the news media and conspicuously posted in one or more designated public locations in accordance with Section 104 of the Open Meetings Law. Now, I need a motion.
Make a motion for this meeting. Trustee Dr. Barris, take the minutes.
I'll second that.
Second?
I'll second.
So, Dr. Barris have to abstain. Trustee Christina?
Yes.
Trustee Linden?
Aye.
Trustee Briggs?
Yes.
Trustee Essek?
Yes.
So, for my report, the only thing I want to say is that we're moving forward. We are hiring some people tonight. We're going to hire more people, hopefully over the next couple of weeks, to fill the positions that were opened with when the administrator left. Everything seems to work very well. I'm very happy. We are okay with our obligations. We pay our bills. We keep our people have their salaries and everything. So I am very happy about that. This is all I wanted to say. Okay, trustees. Trustee Barris.
I have no comment.
Trustee Christina.
No, nothing.
Trustee Linden.
No reports today.
Trustee Briggs.
I have no report tonight.
Trustee Essek.
Yes, I have two small things. I'd like to shout out to the city of Dunkirk. They had their boat race this past weekend. It was a super event. Hope everybody was able to attend. If you didn't, you missed a pretty nice event. Second, Trustee Barris and myself, we're on the PPD Sewer District Committee. We've been meeting with the Dunkirk and Portland Sewer District Committee. We have a tentative agreement. I'd like to share that with the board tonight, if that's okay. Trustee Barris?
Yes.
Okay, I have copies here. It's just an agreement that the board, I gave you an extra copy here, pass those down. I think we can come up with an equitable agreement that's fair to both parties. We worked well with the PPD, and I think we're moving forward here, and we can resolve this here shortly, and we come up with a good contract that's fair to both municipalities. So, thanks, Mike, and hopefully,
And I want to thank you both for your work.
thanks.
Okay.
And hopefully, maybe next meeting, we could have a resolution on this and move this forward, at least on our end.
And then you look through it, right?
We already looked through this, yes, Mayor. As far as legal is concerned, we're good.
Okay, so please
Thank you.
read it, and we'll see, maybe we can adopt it next week.
That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Gard, you have anything?
Not this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now I have a public person. Is there anybody from the public who wants to address the board?
I would.
Yes.
I'm Mark Mackey. I'm the chairman for the Fredonia Farm Festival, and as you know, it's this coming weekend. As we've always done in the past, we put little signs up on each corner of the park 1 week before the festival. We did that this weekend. We were told today we had to take them down. And the little signs are not blocking anything, they're just in the park advertising the event that brings lots of people to Fredonia. I'm not sure, we were told that the mayor had to approve it, so we're asking approval
mayor.
to put
The board.
Steve told us the mayor, but that's exactly what he
I
told us.
got a text from somebody, but I'm not sure where the board wants to go. I don't see any problem. But
I don't have a problem.
No, it's been practiced, and actually, there's signs out there right now from when the flowers and stuff were planted. That's by the one monument up on Main Street, so there's already signs there currently. I don't believe it violates any sign law that I know of.
And they're just temporary.
Yeah.
So,
I would say, please put those back up. I'm not sure.
If it is a week only, yes.
I think one of
It's
the
less than
issues
a
in the
week.
community as far as signage goes are the plethora of signs on your utility poles in the parks, on the street signs, on the historic looking lamp posts, advertising everything under the sun.
right, and I guess those are,
But they're not that.
But they're not that, exactly. This is something for a specific event that's.
That we wanna
designed-
promote.
That we're the village is trying to promote.
Yeah, so
So.
you're okay.
I'm okay. I can
Yes.
put the signs back up?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
Fantastic.
please. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Good luck. Anybody else? No? So I close the public portion and we go to resolutions.
Be it resolved that John Weiss, account clerk, is hereby appointed the Registrar of Vital Statistics to fill the unexpected term of Richard St. George, which term will expire December 31st, 2020. And be it further resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized on behalf of the village to sign the notification of appointment.
I'll second that.
Trustee Barris.
I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Aye.
Trustee Essek.
Yes.
Be it resolved that Michelle Kujawa, payroll clerk, is hereby appointed Deputy Registrar of Vital Statistics to fill the unexpected term of John Weiss, which term will end December 31st, 2020. And be it further resolved that the mayor is hereby authorized on behalf of the village to sign the notification of an appointment.
Second that motion.
I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Essek.
Yes. Be it resolved that Anthony G. Gugino is hereby appointed to the position of Public Works Supervisor effective September 4th, 2018, on a provisional basis pending the taking and passing of the civil service test and subject to the civil service rules and regulations, and subject to a probationary period of 6 months and at an annual salary of $62,000.
I second the resolution. I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Essek.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
What an honor. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir.
Forward to the challenge and the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
We do too. Looking forward to
Wonderful.
working with you. Thank you.
Be it resolved at the training request of Michael Woodward, operator trainee, wastewater treatment plant, to attend the Grade 3 Technical Module course in Morrisville, New York, September 17, 2018, is hereby approved at a cost not to exceed $670. This conference is sponsored by Morrisville State College.
I'll second the resolution. I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Essek.
Yes. Be it resolved that the training request of Michael Woodward, operator trainee wastewater treatment plant, to attend grade 4 management course in Morrisville, New York, September 5 through 7, 2018, is hereby approved at a cost not to exceed $945. This conference is sponsored by Morrisville State College.
I second that.
Trustee Burns.
I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Essex.
Yes.
Be it resolved that Allison Wall of 270 Porter Avenue, Fredonia, is hereby appointed to the position of Water Treatment Plant Operator Trainee at a rate of pay per the CSEA contract of $16.70 per hour, effective August 21st, 2018, and subject to all civil service rules and regulations and a 6-month probationary period.
I second the resolution. I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Essex.
Yes.
Be it resolved that the resolution adopted by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia on August 13th, 2018, regarding the request for proposals for the environmental compliance and architectural assistance services is hereby amended to read as follows. Be it resolved that Labella of Jamestown, New York, be retained for environmental compliance and architectural assistance services per their proposal dated August 8th, 2018, which is not to exceed a cost of $45,000.
I second that motion.
I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Essex.
Yes.
All right, so I think we're done.
These other,
Oh, no, we're not
No,
done. I'm
we got
sorry.
two, yeah.
I'm sorry, yes. Can you, the resolutions, we have the applications for the food trucks and the applications for the alcohol.
I'll do the alcohol.
I'll
Yes.
sponsor the food truck
The food truck. okay.
application.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
and Roger, you do the food truck, okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay.
I'll-
Whereas the Board of Trustees for the Village of Fredonia are authorized by Chapter 81, Section 81-7C to determine the requirements for applications for the sale of alcohol on public property, now therefore be it resolved that the Village Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia hereby adopts the following application requirements for the sale of alcoholic beverages on public property. 1, the applicant must possess a valid New York State liquor license. Number 2, the applicant must possess both comprehensive general liability and legal liability coverage in the amount of $1 million in the aggregate and $2 million per occurrence, naming the village as an additional named insured. Number 3, the applicant must have experience with such sales of alcoholic beverages, which can be verified by references. Number 4, each applicant is responsible to provide their own barrier surrounding a designated area for alcohol sales and consumption, which must be acceptable to the village. And number 5, each applicant is responsible to comply with all New York State laws concerning the sale and consumption of alcoholic beverages.
Second that.
I abstain.
Can I make a correction to that? Just the number 2 on that, it should be liquor legal liability coverage.
That's what I thought.
That's correct. It's just a typo that
Okay,
keeps coming up.
well-
We've changed it like twice
Okay, but I
now.
don't.
Yeah,
I don't
Okay.
know if
It should be
that's
liquor.
gonna make a
Yeah.
It should be
difference, but if-
liquor legal.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
just,
That's correct.
so if that could, if the motion
So
could,
I second that.
I thought
Okay.
that was wrong.
Trustee Barris.
I abstain.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
yes.
Trustee Essex.
yes.
Who seconded, Jim?
I did.
All right, and let's go to the other one.
Whereas the Board of Trustees for the Village of Fredonia is authorized by Chapter 197, Section 197-4, to determine the requirements for applications to operate a mobile food vehicle within village limits. And whereas the Board of Trustees is authorized by Chapter 197, Section 197-5, to determine the fee for such license. And whereas the Board of Trustees is authorized by Chapter 197, Section 197-6, to determine such restriction on the operation of mobile food vehicles, which it reasonably believes are necessary to protect the public safety and the interests of other food retailers within the village. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Village Board of Trustees of the Village of Fredonia hereby adopts the attached applications, fees, and restrictions.
I'll
And there is an
second.
attachment.
I'll second the motion.
Trustee Barnes.
I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Esser.
Yes.
Very good. So we'll have here the application for anyone who is interested in seeing it. Okay, now we're done. Okay.
If,
Can I have
We're
it?
going back into executive session? We done?
Oh, just gonna go.
do we need to? No. If there is no other further business, I move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Trustee
I'll
Barnes.
second.
I vote aye.
Trustee Christina.
Yes.
Trustee Linden.
Aye.
Trustee Briggs.
Yes.
Trustee Esser.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.